The Gun Shop Show, the Gun Shop Show. What is it? We don't know. The Gun Shop Show, the Gun Shop Show. Here we go, it's the Gun Shop Show.
Welcome to the Gun Shop Show. I'm your host this week, Logan Jones, filling in for Eli while he's out doing some Eli stuff.
Yeah, doing Eli stuff.
But we do miss him, so this is for him. Right off
let's
the bat,
do. Yeah, are you pouring one out?
We're talking about Sitcam. That's for you.
You poured one out
That's
for your homie.
I did. I did. And we're joined today by our beautiful, extremely talented creative director.
Yeah, he
and
is.
that is the man, the one, the only, Trevor Smith.
Hey.
Hey, girl, what's up? How you been?
I've been super. How you been?
I've been pretty good.
pretty good.
I have been enjoying this kind of heat spell we have going on.
You've been enjoying it?
Well, as opposed to it being cold and rainy and terrible, yes, I have.
I like breathing, and humidity's like, you're not breathing.
Because-
and then I'm like, guess what? I will breathe,
I
and
see.
what will help me breathe is...
What I've heard from people, and this is not my own opinion, but that won't help you breathe because it'll take your breath away.
Well played. Yeah. Well played. That was genuine.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, that was a good
joke. But we're also, you got me off topic, we're also joined by the one, the only,
The man.
the best shipper in the industry.
The snowman.
Alan Snow.
Thanks, guys.
There he
Hey,
is.
last show I was a newbie. Now I feel like I'm a seasoned veteran.
You're tenured.
You know,
Man,
and-
it
and
happens quick. I can tell you my first episodes were absolutely terrible. I was like all shy and like,
Yeah.
what is happening?
Right. We had to stick mirrors under his nose to check to see if he was still alive. during
Yeah,
the
there was
episodes.
pretty much no brain activity at some point.
You go comatose.
I was like,
terrible.
if I learned one thing last week,
What'd you learn?
I learned that Trevor Smith isn't the only sunglass wearer.
Oh,
on this
snap.
Oh my gosh,
We got
Alan.
two.
I feel like you were trying to one up me with the size of those sunglasses too. That's like twice the sunglasses.
if we're being honest, and I know this is the Gun Shop Show, but I feel like this is important to talk about.
on the Gun Shop Show.
I prefer Alan's sunglasses.
Oh,
They just have a
Thanks,
certain
Logan.
flair
you
to
know,
them.
something that is probably hard to tell on this show is what do you call that? Maybe you guys will think of it, but Alan actually has a really small face. Those are normal size sunglasses.
Yeah.
he just has like a Ken doll size face, and those are normal men's sunglasses.
So what you're saying is that the sunglasses you're wearing would look identical on his face.
They would be the same size as the ones that he's
Gotcha.
currently wearing. Yes,
Gotcha.
but that color. Flattering on you, Alan.
Yeah.
Really brings out your flesh tones.
I've always had a face for radio.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we all do.
Yeah.
But according to Lulu, she watches the Gun Shop Show because all the guys are handsome.
Yeah.
Hey, girl, missing you. What's up?
She might pop up between episodes every now and then.
Yeah.
Or between segments.
We should have her back on.
Yeah.
Shoot some more guns.
Heck yeah.
That was fun.
We didn't get to shoot her guns. Those guns we shot were her husband's guns.
We need to shoot her guns.
Yeah. She probably has a much larger arsenal.
But we probably does. But she unfortunately lost them in a boating accident.
Yeah.
Several boating accidents, several
back-to-back
loss of guns.
boating
You would think
accidents.
after the first one and she lost some guns that she wouldn't go back out with her guns, but she did. She lost all of them.
Well, that's how you know someone was really into guns. That they're like, you know what? I'm going to go kayaking. I'm taking my guns with me.
I just feel
because
safer when I
I'm
have a gun on
close
me.
with them.
Doesn't matter where I am, I always feel safer.
Well, if you have a, let's say one of those pistol braces that look like a fin, you could use that as a paddle in your kayak.
That's true. That is very true.
Yeah. Do not use a rifle as a paddle in your kayak, please, anybody who might be taking that seriously.
Yeah, that was a terrible suggestion.
Yeah, I don't want anybody being like, but Trevor
Yeah.
on the Gun Shop Show said it's a good idea.
But we got off topic.
We did?
Kind of. I don't know.
we
What are we talking about?
We were talking about sunglasses. We introduced Alan.
Oh, yeah. This
Again.
is the Gun Shop Show where we talk about guns and nothing else because we're professionals.
Yeah, we're totally professional.
But we have a fantastic episode scheduled for you today. We have some cool stuff to talk about. We shot some guns. We have
Yeah.
some not cool stuff to talk. Such stuff to talk
not
about,
cool
like
equals
the ATF.
Okay.
And the fact that they're bracist.
right. They're totally braces.
They don't like pistol braces on pistols.
Yeah, they've got. I mean,
They don't like them.
I don't know. Government gonna government, unfortunately. But there was a win in California, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
That a judge
Yes.
struck down the. Let me see if I reference this right. He overturned the decades-old assault weapons ban.
Yes, and if I'm correct, he equated the AR-15 to a Swiss Army knife, and that it's a great home defense tool,
Right.
in pretty much every capacity.
You know what my AR-15 is missing though?
What's up?
A toothpick and toenail clippers.
If only they had those two things.
Does it have the corkscrew on it also, Trevor? You may need to
yeah.
add the corkscrew.
Yeah,
in
it's
case
got a
you need to
corkscrew.
open your bottle of wine. Wow.
No,
you imagine
here's
that,
the
though?
thing: you don't need a corkscrew if you have a firearm because you can just shoot the top.
You just pop the top with, bubbly everywhere.
Doobly. So, when in California,
Yeah.
I think they have 30 days to appeal that.
And by they,
I mean,
anybody who
Them.
opposes it, I suppose.
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's specific, but
So-
that's probably going to get appealed.
That's the news of the current affairs there.
Right.
But we're hoping for wins nationwide with regards to
even small wins. I mean,
scaling
it takes
back.
a small. We need to start
It does.
advancing. We're always too much on the defensive. We've talked about that before.
Yeah, in the 2A community.
We're always reacting. We're always reacting to things that happen, and we need to take initiative and
Yeah.
start marching forward instead of just trying to hold our ground.
Yeah.
But
I follow.
that starts with you guys.
I follow 2A org, and they're always posting about the wins of
Yeah.
the Second Amendment community.
2AO
with
is
regard
a good place to follow.
Yeah.
The FPC Firearms Policy Coalition's great as well. The GOA Gun Owners of America is great to follow as well.
Yeah. I
All
need to
good
follow them.
organizations, all good for our gun rights.
I'm looking for someone to give some money to, and I'm torn between GOA and 2AO. But
hey man,
yeah.
just give money to both.
Well, I'm chintzy, bro.
I see.
So anyway, something else. Our friend Chris Chang
Yeah.
made the cover of Recoil magazine.
Oh,
Did you
congratulations!
see that?
I did see
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And if I remember right, they were asking what background they were having us choose the background.
Right, and I made a selection. I don't know if you did. Did you pick one?
I picked my favorite.
Yeah. Okay. So you contributed to the debate.
I did.
Nice.
I did.
Yeah. Chris Chang's a nice guy, and he advocates.
He absolutely deserves to be on that cover.
Yeah, he
I mean, he
does.
does so much for the,
Heck yeah.
the firearms movement
He's
and
not
our
just-
2A rights. I mean,
Yeah, not just
he's
a self-taught, but he's advocating, and that's important.
for sure. For sure. That's what we really. If we like guns and we want to keep our gun rights, we need to all be advocates for guns.
Exactly,
our
and we
gun
need
rights.
to
absolutely
make sure that this community is open to everybody. There's some controversy with regards to that cover, which I don't necessarily want to go into. But
Yeah, we don't
if
need to
you
go into
see
that.
any of that, Recoil Magazine is addressing it full on. So kudos to them for acknowledging that. What would you call it? Dissent within the 2A community. We need to be unified if we want to preserve our rights, because the United States is a melting pot. The 2A community is a melting pot, and we need to embrace that, because guess what happens if you don't embrace the future? You get left in the dust.
The
in
way,
past.
the way I feel about it is that if you're a gun owner and you want to keep our Second Amendment and our gun rights
Yeah.
for the foreseeable future, we're buddies.
Yeah.
We're allies.
Exactly.
I'm your ally. I'll back you. I don't care what other policies or things you follow or believe in. I don't care about your beliefs. I'm your friend. I'm going to back you.
Exactly.
I'm going to help you out.
Yeah. I agree with that, man. That's a great
It's
sentiment.
that simple. If you're into guns, you want to keep our gun rights, we're friends.
Yeah.
I'll help you out.
I
You
mean-
scratch my back, I scratch your back.
Yeah. We
It's
take
super-
care of each other.
It's pretty simple. I don't care your sexuality, your race, any of that.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter.
It really doesn't.
It doesn't matter. All that matters is that you're into guns and
that-
that you want to keep our
yeah.
gun rights and our Second Amendment rights for
I
sure.
think that's a pretty basic stance.
It's pretty simple.
I
Super
think
simple.
so. And one that I think is catching on within the gun community too, honestly. People are kind of waking up to the fact that, there's so many people who have issues with other parts of people's lives within the gun community that have no effect on the Second Amendment.
Yeah.
Being able to defend yourself should be a universal freedom and liberty, and not anything that's
Absolutely.
dependent upon any of the things you listed off.
Everyone has a right to defend themselves.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Absolutely everyone.
And everyone, that means everyone.
There's no Venn diagram
Not
on
just
that one.
these people or those people. or certain people, everyone.
Well, I guess there would be a Venn diagram. It's just all the circles overlap. With regard to
So
that
just
one.
a circle.
Yeah, just one.
It's a
one circle.
It's a pie chart with everyone in it. Gotcha.
I like that chart, man. So
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
up?
I mean, we talked last week about grilling. We don't have a lot of time to talk about it today. I just
No,
wanna
we don't.
throw in there.
We
that-
should talk about some gun stuff, though.
Yeah.
Well, even though we have been. So we shot some guns today. We went to the range. We decided to do this episode on micro compacts because all the major brands, or at least some popular ones, are coming out with their own micro compacts.
Taurus just released one,
Taurus
which kind of
just
pushed us
released
into that.
their exactly. I saw that we actually got one in pretty quick. I was excited for it because I'm kind of leaning over towards being a Taurus fanboy. I don't know if I'd ever say that in my life.
Well,
but
you just love it.
that's true. It's true. And
if you-
so
yeah.
we decided that we're going to shoot micro compacts, do a little compare contrast, see which ones we like the best.
Yeah.
But if you do buy a micro compact and you do get in some kind of altercation where you have to defend your life, you need a plan. You need to be prepared. And the way you do that is you sign up for U.S. Law Shield. We here, all members, we here all have a plan for legal defense for our self-defense, and that is U.S. Law Shield. And right now, they are running a promo that if you go to their website, uslawshield.com, and click Join Now, you can enter the promo code LibertyTree. That's all one word. That'll get you 14 months for the price of 12 months. So essentially 2 months free. All you have to do is sign up. They're fantastic. You get an attorney on call. We'll talk about that later. We'll be right back. This is the Gun Shop Show.
Hey, podcast listeners and live stream viewers. I wanted to let you know that the Gun Shop Show is made possible by our friends at Mid-America RV. Being in the customer service industry, I have a really high standard for how customers are treated. Mid-America RV does it right. I've got my RV through their dealership, and I've taken it all over the country. We made it to South Padre Island. We've gone to Colorado several times. And if you've ever owned an RV, you know there's a lot that comes with it. So who you get it from matters, and it's extremely important that you have support after the sale. They're located just outside of Carthage. They have a really vast inventory, and they are home of, I believe they call it a forever warranty. So I urge you, if you're in the market for one, to check them out. It's a really fun and can be very affordable way to get your trips in. So visit them at midamericarv.com. We appreciate their support of the Gun Shop Show. If you're in the market for a travel trailer or fifth wheel, check out Mid-America RV.
Our member's girlfriend is on her way to pick up her kids from her ex-husband's house. She asked our member to tag along because of her ex's temper. As they arrive at the home, her ex emerges yelling and gesturing. He approaches his ex-wife and grabs her, attempting to drag her inside. Fearing for her life, our member, a trained CHL holder, jumps out of the car with his gun drawn and demands the ex-husband release her. Seeing the gun, the assailant retreats. The situation then takes a bizarre turn as the assailant dials 911 to report our member. As a result of the aggressor's lies, our member was wrongfully arrested. Our member had to undergo lengthy legal proceedings. However, he was ultimately cleared of all charges.
Talk about it. What? Yeah. Here we go. 44,000 business cards. I said 44,000 business cards. I said 44,000 business cards. I said 44. Crap. 44,000.
This just in. Huge cave found beneath the heart of the city. Spelunkers shared tales of an underground cavern system in Carthage, Missouri. Locals report the entrance to be at 10th and Garrison.
Cave Gang Pizza. Stop in and enjoy wings, wood-fire pizza made with local ingredients, and our full bar. Bring the whole gang and uncover a legend.
We're Dirt Road Comedy, and when we're not traveling around in our luxurious RV, we like to listen to a gun shop show.
Welcome back to the Gun Shop Show. We have some exciting stuff to talk about today, including the fact that the ATF is going after pistol braces again.
That one, probably not as exciting.
Not necessarily exciting.
I'd say
but
alarming.
Alarming, and we need to talk about it. Are we surprised?
No. No, it's not shocking news.
Tried it back in December. It failed miserably.
Right. And then they're like, just hang on for like another month. And then, boom.
Administration. Yeah, they're going after him again. They're trying to define criteria, more clear-cut criteria.
Yeah, they have a harder time
what
defining
makes a pistol a pistol, what makes a rifle.
Yeah, I think they need to get Webster or Oxford Dictionary in there because they're pretty good at defining stuff. ATF, not so much.
ATF, not really. But they have this new sheet here. It's here. I don't know if you can throw it up.
I'm gonna
make it look a little better.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it up on the screen here for folks to read.
Real quick. It's
over here.
Essentially their criteria now for when determining if something's an SBR as opposed to a pistol with a brace. They use a point system. So to determine if it's a rifle or not, 2 prerequisites have to be made. First, the weapon has to weigh at least 4 pounds. So this pertains to any pistol, I'm using air quotes here, over 4 pounds. It also has to be between 12 and 26 inches in length. Okay, so those are the two. If it meets that, it moves on to the point system. And at any point, if this firearm has more than 4 points according to the ATF, it's a rifle. So that means that any pistol that gets more than 4 points is now an SBR, and it will be regulated by the NFA. You'll need to get a $200 tax stamp to own it. You'll have to go through the entire process with a Form 4, and just gets more money in the government's pocket.
This sounds like a really, really, really not fun game.
Not even a little bit. And
I'd rather play Monopoly.
What's concerning is, first off, getting to 4 points can be as simple as the presence of a secondary grip on your pistol. So if you have
a foregrip,
yes, if you have a foregrip, like a vertical grip on your pistol, it's now an SBR, regardless of what else it has on it.
Okay, so standard pistol grip on a pistol, right? And you would normally hold it. Hold the barrel.
We actually have one. I'll grab it.
Okay. So adding the, you would normally hold it like that, but if you attach a pistol grip to it underneath it, so you're not holding the barrel, boom, now.
So if you're listening on the radio, I'm holding an AK. It's actually a Century Arms Visca. Yeah, Visca pistol. And so it has I believe an 8.3 inch barrel, something like that. Has a stabilizing brace on the back here. But they're saying that if you have a vertical grip on this, regardless of any of the other configuration, automatically an SBR.
It doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't. I
mean, does it make it any more accurate because you're holding that grip, in your opinion?
In my opinion, I would say it would make it easier to stabilize, which in turn would, at least in my opinion, make it safer. Okay. If it's easier to shoot, it's safer.
Right. So, I mean, it does seem as though all the things on this list are like, the more points you get, the safer your gun is, and therefore also more illegal. And also, I just want to point out the fact that they use the word weapon here rather than firearm.
Right.
Weapon has a very negative connotation attached to it, and I think that's very purposeful that word has been put in there.
I agree with you. I think it is. But let's go over some more of this criteria they have here. So as far as the adjustability, okay, if your brace is non-adjustable and a fixed design, 0 points. So that's good. The less points, the better.
Right.
But if your brace is adjustable or telescopes back and forth, which this one is actually not adjustable.
Not the telescoping
So this
kind.
one, it's just stuck like this. You can't adjust it. Actually, you might be able to adjust it with this.
So let's grade this one. Let's grade that gun.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Okay, so currently not adjustable, 0 points.
0 points, okay.
Or at least not easily adjustable. You might be able to mess it with the screw here. Doesn't really matter. So 0 points. Okay. Moving on. The stabilizing support. Counterbalance, non-design, non-folding. Let's see if it fits any of these. fin type design without arm strap. So definitely, I would say this is a fin type design, right?
I have no idea. I mean, it looks like a fin. If you turn it upside down, I might think it's jaws coming at me.
Right, like this.
Yeah.
So let's say this is a fin type design with an arm strap. 0 points.
Where are you at on this thing?
Scroll down a little bit to stabilizing support.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right there.
Oh, I gotcha.
Without arm strap, 2 points. So this is a fin type design. There is no arm strap that I'm seeing. 2 points.
2 points.
So we're at 2 points right now.
Yikes.
That's 2 points away from an SBR.
That's 2
and
points
a
too many.
$200 tax stamp. I agree completely. Okay, so we can move on down to section 3 here. The configuration of the weapon.
Link the pull.
I don't have a tape measure, but let's just say, for argument's sake, that this is 10.
Well,
less
the paper's
than 10.5 inches.
Paper's 11 inches long. That's 8.5.
Oh yeah, you're right. So it's under 10.5 inches. Cool, we're good. Okay, attachment method. Standard AR type pistol buffer tube. I think this is 0 points. So that's good here. So we're still at 2 points. Let's see some race modifications with 2-strap. Okay, keep looking. So fin type lacking an arm strap, which is that's what this is. That's an extra 2 points.
Yikes, we're at 4 right now?
We're at 4, so it's now an SBR.
Good night, dude.
$200 tax stamp.
Yeah, and all you did was pick it up.
Right.
Read this paper. And now it's a different firearm.
Now, if you go down to peripherals, I mean, we're adding more because they say if you have any rifle type backup, flip up iron sights, or no sights, 1 point. That doesn't make much sense.
I wonder what the maximum amount of points you could get on this test.
You could probably get all the points. Weapon as configuring weighing more than 120 ounces.
Okay, so is this live? Is this happening right now? Are they using these credentials to grade these firearms currently?
Not currently. This is proposed.
Okay.
It's proposed currently, and it's open to discussion. You can give your input on, I don't remember the website.
It was similar to the last round,
exactly
right?
like
Where
the
you
last
could go
one.
and you
They're
could
like,
make
hey,
complaints.
Yeah, they're like, this is what we're thinking. We're going to open up like a discussion group kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like comments, that's what I'm looking for.
Right.
Comments for 90 days. After that 90 days, they'll make a determination.
Well, I think what we should do is make it easier for folks to find that.
Absolutely. And if you have the time and if you own a pistol that could potentially be an SBR, go ahead and leave a comment there.
Submit a comment. Okay,
sure.
so I'm going to link to the ATF's announcement of this, and it has a information there as well as submitting a comment. I'm going to add that to the show notes so folks can go there and leave a piece of their mind for the ATF.
Perfect.
Remember, folks, be civil, because civility will get you much farther than ranting.
Yeah, and before you submit, make sure that you're articulating your point. You're talking in a way that's easily understandable, not using any profane or vulgar language. And this is what you should do next. You should also tell your friends to do the same thing.
Yeah.
If your friends are into guns, the more people we get, the better. That's just how it always is. The last one we had, there was like 60,000 plus comments, and that's kind of why they backed off. So we need to do the same thing again.
Yep.
That's it.
Bring the masses together.
Okay, we're coming up on a break. When we get back, we'll talk about what we did at the range, which includes shooting some guns.
Oh, man.
It was pretty fun. But we will be right back on
The Gun Shop Show.
The Gun Shop Show.
Hey everyone, The Gun Shop Show is brought to you by Carthage Lock and Key. If you need anything to do with a lock or a key
To success!
Did they tell you to say that?
No, I just thought it sounded good.
They have a mobile service, so they can come to you and cut pretty much any kind of key.
To success!
Or if you lock your keys in your
To
car.
success!
I'm talking even security modern chip keys.
To success!
Trevor, could you just jingle the name of the business? Okay.
Yeah, I'll do it good this time.
So, with all of my properties and all of the needs I have, I trust
Carthage Lock and Key! To success!
My name is Chris Anderson. I'm a captain with the San Antonio Police Department. I've been with my agency 27 years. My whole career in law enforcement has been spent with the San Antonio Police Department. I started off as a patrol officer like all others do, patrolling the streets of San Antonio. About 3 years after I was on the department, I made the SWAT team, and I stayed in tactical special operations by virtue of SWAT, the gang units, street crime arrest teams, tactical response units, all types of things in that particular forte until I started to make rank. And I've been a captain for 11 years now, and I've been involved in everything from Homeland Security to patrol operations to the night commander's job, special operations, and now I'm the commander of the Special Investigations Unit. Police officer's job at the scene of a crime is simply to protect the people who are there, prevent further injury or death, preserve physical and testimonial evidence, collect it, and deliver it for processing in a criminal case. We do not determine guilt or innocence at a scene, and it's an important role in our job to remain as neutral and unattached from feelings of guilt or innocence as we can. About 90% of the people that we interact with on the streets at any given time are good, solid citizens who are trying to abide by all the laws that they know. Typically, when they interact with a police officer, it's because they violated something in the things that they don't know. And the Texas Penal Code book and Code of Criminal Procedures, local government laws, family codes, and a variety of other things are in a book that's about 8 inches thick. Most police officers don't know most of the information in it, and naturally that would tend to lead you to understand that most citizens definitely wouldn't know them all. So most of the interactions that police officers in Texas have with normal citizens is involving a law that those folks don't even know exists. Many times, and especially depending upon the level of experience that they have with the job, the speed by which they determine who's an actual suspect and who just may be a person of interest as a witness or possibly a victim is hard to determine initially. Factors that they're aware of at the scene, it all depends on those things to determine whether someone's telling the truth or not. There are obvious cases when someone's trying to deceive us, and there are people who are very good at deceiving the police. At that point, we may take a lot of people into what we term an investigative custody, or make an investigative detention on them for the purpose of determining who the actual suspects, victims, and witnesses might be. And our goal at that time is to legally arrest and take into custody the persons responsible for the crime.
Hey everybody, Eli here, and I'm really excited to tell you that the Gun Shop Show is brought to you by one of my favorite places on earth. Located here in my hometown of Carthage on the beautiful historic square, the Emporium on the square, and the Woodshed. It's a art gallery, an event center, a gift shop. They have art classes, and there's very unique Americana artwork from famous artists like Andy Thomas. They handle a lot of his original framing. Just has this incredible old school vibe, and you can feel the history coming through. Have to check out the art gallery, but then as you work your way to the back, my favorite part, the Woodshed, had a lot of great meals in here. They've got burgers. I love their catfish. Excellent. Chicken and waffles even. It's incredible. And it's also a music venue, so we got to see my favorite band of all time, the Ben Miller Band. Ceiling was literally raining down. They were rocking so hard. But the best thing, owned by one of my favorite people on earth, that's Cherry Babcock. Check out the Emporium on the Square and the Woodshed.
Welcome back to the Gun Shop Show. Remember, if you want to get in to win that giveaway, which we're giving away.
What are we giving away?
New merch.
A date night? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Look at these
Fancy
new hats. This is actually Richardson, so it's more of a flat bill.
Yeah, those
extremely comfortable.
I think those are running anywhere between $50-$60 a piece, if I hear right.
Yeah, well, maybe not that expensive.
Well, not at Liberty Tree Guns.
No.
People up. I'm just saying off the shelf. You
absolutely.
Walk into the Matt and Richardson's hats.
You're probably looking at about a $30 hat here normally.
Oh, okay.
We're selling it for $19.95. Wow. Super cheap. But if you're listening on the radio, I have a Richardson styled hat, which means the bill is more flat, gray front with a lime green Liberty Tree logo, a black mesh back. It's absolutely fantastic. It's probably my favorite hat that we've done so far.
Yeah, you can look hot and cool all at the same time.
Now, if you're like, hey, hey, I don't really like the Richardson style.
Yeah. What would you do for those folks?
We got some of these.
You got one
right
of those?
Here. We got some more of this.
I have to say that's a pretty good looking hat.
Yeah.
It has a black
Oh,
front.
yeah. I
with
think
a
we've got our
silver-
model here showing it off.
Looking good.
Alan is a Capricorn. Sorry, got caught up.
They got a silver logo, Liberty Tree logo, silver bill, camo mesh back.
Oh, no, they didn't.
Yep. We got to have the redneck in there somewhere. You know. what I'm
Well,
saying?
you know what? I think. Do you have the one that I'm wearing? Oh no, you don't. I was going to say this one here. They went camo 360, but not the one you're holding. The one you're holding is
really
what
get
is that?
blasted. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a light gray front. We have a gold Liberty Tree logo, gold bill, black mesh back.
It's classic looking hat.
Fantastic. And if you want to win one of those, all you have to do is share the feed and tag 5 friends. And we're not going to select just one winner.
No?
We're not going to select just 2 winners.
Not even 2?
3 winners. We'll have 3 winners this week.
Wow.
You'll get to pick out your
Wow.
style of hat, free of charge, and we'll ship it to you free.
Man,
we might
you
as
know
well ship
what?
it for free
That
if
is-
you're not local.
That's so awesome. I should probably take a note so that I don't forget.
You should. So once again, want to win one of those hats, one of these beautiful hats, share the feed, tag 5 friends.
All right. So, not giving away the one that I'm wearing, probably because
We
it's
might.
too outdoorsy.
It's just hard to see.
Yeah, I look like my head's cut off, huh?
Maybe we could give the hat Trevor's wearing away with Trevor.
Oh.
Like a free date night with Trevor.
Let us know in the comments
brings the
if
hat,
you would
you know.
enter in to win Trevor and his hat.
Trevor is a
Let us know.
Capricorn.
Okay.
Likes long walks on
But-
the beach
Is that so?
with a good book.
You lost
That
me
was
at
a
the
bad,
book.
yeah. So
Yeah.
But okay. So we went to the range today.
we did go to the range. We didn't do that today, did we?
We didn't do that today. What did I say today?
I don't know.
We went to the range. Mm-hmm. We shot some guns,
Yeah.
and we're going to talk about those guns.
Yeah, but what guns? What kind of guns did we talk? Because very sorry.
This is what
shoot?
we did.
Very specific.
This is what we did. Mm-hmm. And this is for you guys. This
for
is not
us, me and Alan.
No,
Oh,
for the viewer,
audience. Okay.
for the listener. Mm-hmm. Okay, we took all the micro compacts currently on the market, at least the most popular ones. We're talking the Springfield Hellcat, SIG 365.
Oh yeah.
The new Smith & Wesson Shield Plus, the new Ruger Max 9,
so cool.
the Taurus GX4, brand new on the market.
man, so cool.
We went out, we shot them. We got our impressions.
Yeah.
We did an accuracy test. Which one's the most accurate?
Right.
We
I
have
have
all
to-
the results.
I have to say, Logan did the accuracy test. Nothing against you, Trevor, but
Right.
you know,
Well, I
did.
You and I were like second, third
And,
on the
I
list
can
of
tell you
accuracy.
Right.
one thing you don't want to do when shooting guns on a hot day is leave them out in the sun.
Yeah.
Because when you're holding them,
Uh-huh.
like this,
Yeah.
the web of your hand where
Right.
it contacts the metal right here
Yeah.
in the frame,
Uh-huh.
it'll
What
burn you.
happened? Oh, yeah.
It'll
Trust
burn you
me.
big time.
And you know what we did
Mistake number uno.
on top of testing all those guns and also doing an accuracy test?
What else did we do?
We went ahead and did a hot gun test where we made the guns as hot as possible. So it was like shooting a hot potato.
Yeah, in a way, it was also a reliability test. Will these guns function if they're extremely hot? And yeah,
Turns out they do. So
Yeah, they do.
if you're baking your firearm and it comes out of the oven, it'll still fire.
yep.
You know,
Accurate.
life lessons.
But so which ones did we shoot first?
Well, I don't remember which one we shot first because the order of the videos are not in order of the way we.
It doesn't
shot
really
them.
matter.
But
We did shoot
the Taurus GX4. Is that
Max
what
9.
that is?
This is a Ruger Max 9.
The Max 9. The Max 9 is one of the newest ones, right? The Taurus GX4 is the latest
So
one.
if you're not aware, it started. It all started with the P365. They came on the market. SIG came on the market with a micro compact gun that would typically hold about 6 to 7 rounds. SIG comes out holding 10 rounds. It blew people away.
Blew me away.
And then, of course, other firearms company follow. Next, you had Springfield Armory with the Hellcat. They were actually able to hold 11 rounds, which was like cool, awesome. and Smith & Wesson came out next with the Shield Plus, which is a lot more recent.
That just came out recently. Now, the SIG 365 was released January 8th of 2018. So it's taken 3 years virtually for all the other ones to come out.
Yeah, I think the 365 was like the best-selling handgun for a couple years.
Oh, it doesn't surprise me.
It honestly was a game changer. Not necessarily the firearm that size, but a firearm that size with that capacity.
Right. And
game changer.
They attained that. If folks don't know, or for those that don't know, the difference between a single stack and a double stack, the 365 is kind of somewhere in between a single stack.
Yeah,
and a
so
double
normally
stack.
with the single stack, your rounds are right underneath each other in the magazine like this. So you got one round on top, one round on bottom, one round on bottom below that, all the way down. And with that design, you're really limiting how many rounds you can hold in the magazine.
Yeah, it's basically as tall as your hand is. That's how many rounds you can fit.
Essentially, yes. But what SIG did is they did a hybrid. It's kind of a single double stack. It starts off with a single stack to remain more narrow, and then it opens up into more of a hybrid double stack.
Oh, so from the top down, it's like kind of single, and then it turns into a double as it goes down?
I can show you here with the Max 9.
That's more ingenuity than I gave it credit for.
See here how it's thinner at the top?
Yes, I do see that.
So you have it starts off single stack and then double stack.
Okay, so that tapers. Now, they filed suit against Springfield, correct?
Springfield over the
SIG did?
Hellcat, yes.
Okay, so because of patent infringement on that design, do you happen to have the magazine for... Well, we should compare them all, honestly, the magazines, to see how close they are. Because our friends over at SIG might have more lawsuits pending.
I think the lawsuit, though, was not necessarily over the design itself.
Yeah.
But over the capacity.
Yeah, but didn't Springfield have a higher capacity than the 365?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's strange.
I'm very curious to see how that lawsuit turns out.
Yeah, me too. I don't know if we've had any progress since the last we spoke about it.
Probably not.
But it's a really strange lawsuit. But anyway, here's the SIG mag. You can see kind of the same design.
Yeah, it's similar.
If you look closer, yep. It's like a single stack at the top, and then it turns into a double stack as you go down the magazine. Here's the Hellcat magazine.
Which one do you have? What's the black one?
The black one, SIG.
Okay.
The silver one, Hellcat.
Okay.
So Springfield.
And we're looking at the same view. Okay.
Now here's the back. Trying to make sure you can see it.
I mean, they don't really look identical.
No, they're not identical. I mean, there's only so many ways you can make a magazine, obviously. So they're going to have similarities. I wouldn't say they're identical.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
The fact that you can hold one more round in the Hellcat.
Will you keep the 365 mag on hand while we go through these? And I'd like to look at kind of the same thing between all of them.
I can do that.
Just out of curiosity, because, I mean, there's only so many ways you can single/double stack rounds. But, yeah, I mean, if I see patent infringement, I'm going to call it out, dude. I'm calling it out.
You're going to be our
intellectual
patent infringement guy?
Yeah, the officer.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm quitting the FATF. As you can see, I still have my hat back there, which, by the way, that was the fat ATF, right? Or fashion. It was the fashion police.
I don't even remember.
Well,
honestly,
it was a hilarious joke that I did. You don't remember my hilarious joke?
Oh, yeah, that joke. It was so funny. So funny.
Get the podcast.
No, but really, SIG did open the door for a bunch of companies. I mean,
yeah,
they really were the trendsetters.
They were the trailblazers. They set the trend. I mean, if 2 years pass and they sell all these guns and the other guys are like, we need to get in this market, they're going to get in the market. They're going to compete, and that's what they're doing. And we, the consumers, benefit because guess what happens when that happens? Prices go down.
And the consumer wins. I'm all about paying less prices. But we'll be right back. We'll show you some of the footage from the guns we shot. This is the Gun Shop Show.
Land is everything to me. When I was born, I was brought home to the family farm, was raised, learned work ethic there, learned appreciation and respect for life and the land itself, and it just became second nature. I had to be there all the time. Whenever I wasn't on the land, I was not happy. But I learned to understand the land, learned to respect it, learned family values. My wife and I have bought a farm besides the one we live on, and it has just been a great investment. and it's been someplace that my son and I have shared the passion of hunting together. And it's just land has been everything in my life. It has kind of kept me focused and gave me a place to be. It's kind of kept me grounded.
Hey, you know what makes this, the Gun Shop Show, possible? It's people who believe in the show. And someone who has believed in the show from the very beginning is my good friend Chris Chapman, owner of Whitehead Farm Supply. Here's a message from Chris.
Guys, my name's Chris Chapman, owner of Whitehead Farm Supply, and I just want to take a few seconds here to let you know that we are going to be proud sponsors of the Gun Shop Show, and we appreciate everything that them guys are doing over there, and we just want to show them our support. Thank you.
So whether you have 2 chickens or 2,000 acres, Chris is your man. Give him a call. I guess that's pretty much the ad.
Whitehead Farm Supply.
Seriously?
Always.
I'm Lulu, and I watch the Gun Shop Show because all the fellers are handsome.
Alan with the Gun Shop Show, shooting the Ruger Max 9. Pretty smooth, 6 rounds, no problems.
This is Logan with the Gun Shop Show. We got the Ruger Max 9 up next. Let's shoot it. See how it does.
Dang.
Guys, it's getting pretty freaking hot out here.
Mm-hmm.
It was
This is
hot.
Trevor with the Gun Shop Show. Today we're shooting the Ruger Max 9. Let's see how she do.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Street language.
Pretty nice.
It was pretty nice.
pretty nice.
Mhm. I like those sights on that one. Was that the one
Here
that had
it is.
the white back rear and the trinium?
No,
or whatever, the
it
nice out
has.
front.
I don't want to point it at myself, but the back sights are just blacked out.
Oh, okay.
The front is a fiber optic.
Oh, okay.
But here it is. Get some
Sighting it
angles
was
on
pretty nice. You want to go in round of who was?
Yeah, so I think what we should do is we should talk about our impressions of the gun, and then at the end we'll all pick our favorite.
Okay. Well, Alan shot first. Alan, you wanna talk about that thing first?
So yeah, the Ruger, I mean, it's kind of the working man's gun, it's not a high cost gun. It's very reasonably priced. Ruger's got a reputation of being very reliable. I remember being a kid, and having Ruger rifles and different Ruger firearms, and the Ruger's always been a good gun. And I'm a little partial, because I have one. I have the Max 9.
Yeah, that was your personal Max 9.
It was.
Okay.
And so I'm kind of partial towards that one, but I thought it shot well compared to some of the other guns. I think it's right there with them.
Right.
Cool. Trevor, you want to talk about your impressions?
Sure. I overall didn't have any major beef with that firearm, other than the things I didn't care much about. The trigger. The trigger was a little too loose for my taste. But I mean, I agree with you guys strictly from the standpoint of I've heard you all talk about the Ruger.
When you say loose,
yeah, well,
what do you mean?
There's play in it. And it may just be that specific one. I'm not sure.
You mean side-to-side play?
Yeah, more than all of the others. The other ones don't do that.
Yeah, if you're listening on the radio, the Ruger uses essentially their LC9 trigger, which is a curved blade trigger with a safety here. But it does have some side-to-side play. If I move it left and right, it does move a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I would maybe comparing some of the others, the SIG and the Hellcat, especially there's more meat between the fulcrum point and the trigger, the actual trigger,
Yeah,
the blade.
The Max 9 trigger is kind of dainty in a way.
That could be a little bit of what's causing that.
But other than that, the grip, I felt good about the grip on it. My obviously hands are relative in size
for sure.
But I felt good about the grip. And I mean, what I really can compare this to is my 365, because that's the one that I've fired the most. But overall, that firearm, I would recommend that firearm because it's a good price point gun. Overall, you get the Ruger warranty, which they have great customer service from what I've heard. I've never actually experienced it firsthand.
It's fantastic.
I don't know if you guys know this, but I work in a gun store. And so, yeah,
What?
I know. It's hard to imagine.
News
You're
to
like,
me.
that guy?
Wait, you work here?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Still.
I thought he just came in for lunch.
I never left. I've just been lunching for
I hardly
6
ever see
years,
you.
right? But overall, man, if that had been out by the time I was ready to purchase, I probably would have purchased that over the 365. No offense, Sig, but I am a price point guy, and Ruger does have the reliability. So you getting? I'm gonna give them.
Okay.
4 out of 5 stars on that, guys.
It's pretty good.
You know what? We need to do better than that. Let's do 4 out of 5 rounds of ammunition.
4 out of 5 rounds.
I don't know.
I like that. No,
I'm
I
trying
like
to make
that.
a
No,
gun
I
thing.
like that. I like that. Let us know in the comments if you liked it as well. If
Yeah.
you're watching on Facebook.
Yeah, tear me apart.
or YouTube.
So Logie,
my impressions.
Yeah.
My impressions. First, I want to talk about the value you're getting here.
Right.
I think that's the most important part of this is that you're getting a micro compact pistol, the Ruger Max 9 here, for about $400.
Right.
Which beats the competition already. Well, until we get to the GX4. But it beats the competition. Everything okay there? Beats the competition on price. And something you don't get with all the other micro compacts is
What's that?
It's optic cut. Top here, it's already ready for a red dot. It's already ready for a red dot. Now, if you get that in any of the other micro compact pistols, it's going to cost you an extra $80 to $100.
Well, what the SIG SAS, is that the one that's optic ready, or is it the XL? The P365?
It's the P365 XL and their new P365X.
X. Okay, so those have been released that have the removable plates for the optics.
Yes.
And even those are not considerably, but they are more expensive than just the standard P365. So Ruger, out of the gate, just like, we're doing this, and you win.
Yep. So you're getting a $400 micro compact pistol that holds, I believe, 10 rounds. 10 rounds. 10 rounds.
10 rounds plus 1.
Plus 1 in the chamber.
I mean, pretty much anything that has a magazine capacity
and also
has a plus 1, right?
optic cut, and that's a big deal for me. Now, ergonomic wise, it feels good in the hand. It's bigger than the other ones, at least a little bit.
The grip itself.
The grip itself is a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
The barrel's also like a little bit longer. You're looking at about a 3.2 inch barrel
compared to
any of the other ones.
Which
like
are
the 365, you're looking at about 3.1 inch barrel.
Wow, man.
The smallest one I think is the Hellcat, about 3 inches. Now, that doesn't make much of a difference, but it does help.
You're
this
talking about
much,
a quarter.
This much with accuracy. You get a longer sight radius, which means it's easier to be accurate.
Guys, I'm having the strangest case of deja vu right now. I just had to tell you that.
What's going on?
I don't know, man. Like, I feel like we've done this before. Not literally. Sorry. Go ahead. I interrupted.
You okay?
Yeah.
You okay there?
I'm falling apart over here.
So ergonomics, it feels good in the hand. The trigger, not the best one I felt, but it's definitely passable. It's definitely usable.
Yeah.
There's a nice kind of like, you can take up some of the creep or release some of the slack in the trigger, and you have a nice, like, you can stage the trigger.
Yeah.
And so when I shot it, that's what I did. Pull the trigger back until you know it's going to break, and then it's a nice break.
I keep forgetting to pay attention to that when we shoot. So next time we should create a list or remind me to pay attention to that, because I want to be able to comment on that creep. I know some of them it's an issue.
Yeah.
Can you replace the trigger in that? Would you be able to if you wanted to?
Not currently, but there's usually an aftermarket trigger for pretty much any of the popular handguns. So I'm sure someone's going to come out with something.
Yeah.
Talking about the trigger on the Ruger, but on all the subcompacts, the trigger pull is very good for someone who's not a real avid shooter.
Yeah.
You know,
every one of them
they've got I don't know, what is it, about a 3-pound pull, you think, Logan? I mean, it may be
usually
less.
it's probably more, honestly.
You think it's more?
Yeah, usually for the micro compact pistols, your carry pistols, you're going to have at least a 4 to 5 pound trigger, just so it's a little safer to carry.
Yeah.
You're probably looking at about, without a gauge, I don't know, around 4 pounds.
Yeah.
But it's a nice 4 pounds.
As opposed to those bad ones.
No,
huh?
you can have triggers that are 4 pounds, have a ton of take up, ton of creep, ton of slack, and just be absolutely gross.
Yeah,
to
like
shoot.
a 30-mile pull of 4 pounds as opposed to a 1.
Right.
I get you.
Yeah, or
I
like a nice wall, like Glocks. Glocks are really good about it. They have like a 5 to 6 pound trigger depending on the model.
Okay.
My Glock 43, when I first bought it, had a 8 pound trigger. It was something. But they have a nice wall where when you hit that wall, it's just 8 pounds of force and it goes off.
Right.
So that's an example of a good 8 pounds, whatever.
And that Ruger does have a trigger safety also.
It does.
Yes.
To where
So
you have to.
You have your just normal safety here, your thumb safety here.
Oh, double safety.
And then you also have a trigger safety.
Wow.
Double
Super safe. I like
Double
the people
safe.
at Ruger.
Yeah, I believe the Hellcat and the 365 and the Smith do not come with the
trigger safety.
With the safety.
It depends on the model.
The model.
I don't know about the Hellcat, but I know for certain this Shield Plus has the model with the thumb safety, and the SIG has a model with the thumb safety for sure.
What price point on this gun? What are we talking dollars wise?
Around $400.
So just standard. Usually, you're going to find it around $400. So if someone
Around
wanted to buy that, someone wanted to buy that on the Freedom Buyers Club, what are we talking about down on that thing?
Around $40.
Yeah, $40 down.
$40
90 days
down,
to pay that
get you
thing
90
off.
days.
Heck yeah, and then you're a high capacity micro compact carrying like a gangster.
What else did we shoot, Trevor?
Let me go look, Logan.
Cool.
We shot the 365. That's the one we got coming up next, unless we want to save that one for last, because it is kind of the king of these guns.
It kind of is.
Yeah, it's the father, the forefather.
It's the daddy of these guns, and also arguably the best. But
I would argue.
That might not be so true anymore after we get to some of the other guys.
As you see throughout these videos, Trevor might be swayed to go elsewhere.
That's true. That's true. But we're coming up on the end of the first hour, so if you're watching on TV, go over to Facebook, type in Liberty Tree Guns. You'll see us there. We'll be live. Watch there. You can comment there. Tell us your favorite micro compact, what you're currently carrying now. We love to read your comments and reply to them for sure.
We just straight up love our friends.
We're kind of your friends in the gun business.
Oh, not just kinda.
And I mean that sincerely. Like, we want to be your friend.
We're gonna get down on our knees soon.
We'll be right back on the Gun Shop Show.
Hey, podcast listeners and live stream viewers. I wanted to let you know that the Gun Shop Show is made possible by our friends at Mid-America RV. Being in the customer service industry, I have a really high standard for how customers are treated. Mid-America RV does it right. I've got my RV through their dealership, and I've taken it all over the country. We made it to South Padre Island. We've gone to Colorado several times. And if you've ever owned an RV, you know there's a lot that comes with it. So who you get it from matters, and it's extremely important that you have support after the sale. They're located just outside of Carthage. They have a really vast inventory, and they are home of, I believe they call it a forever warranty. So I urge you, if you're in the market for one, to check them out. It's a really fun and can be very affordable way to get your trips in. So visit them at midamericarv.com. We appreciate their support of the Gun Shop Show. If you're in the market for a travel trailer or fifth wheel, check out Mid-America RV.
Hey members, thank you again for joining us today. I have spent a lot of time talking to several of our independent program attorneys who have all given me the same great practical advice on what to do if you ever have to display or use your firearm to stop a threat. Always make sure you call 911 to report that you were almost a victim of a crime. Why? Because if you don't, there is a very high likelihood that the bad guy will call 911 and report you as the criminal. This exact scenario is illustrated by the story of Scott, one of our members from Colorado. This is what happened. Scott was exiting the supermarket when he was verbally assaulted by two individuals who were looking for an altercation. The verbal assault became so heated that our member was afraid for his life. Scott was forced to defuse this potential deadly threat by displaying his firearm and demanding to be left alone. Being the cowards that they were, the bad guys backed away. Our member, however, made a critical mistake, thinking the situation was over, and drove off. It was only a few blocks away. Scott was pulled over, handcuffed, and taken into custody. How in the world did this happen? Well, the answer is simple. The bad guys called 911 first and reported Scott as the aggressor. The lesson here is criminals lie. Scott was the victim of the crime and was charged with disorderly conduct, and only after a lengthy legal process, all charges were dismissed. Since Scott is a member of U.S. Law Shield, he ended up paying 0 attorney's fees. Unfortunately, this ordeal still disrupted his life. Members, please do not let this happen to you. Thank you, Scott, for sharing your story with us. Members, if you have a great story relating to owning a firearm or how your U.S. Law Shield membership has benefited you, we want to hear about it. Share your story at memberstories@uslawshield.com, and maybe we will include it in our next newsletter.
People are always asking me, Eli, you seem to get the best deals on things. What is your secret?
Glory actions and estate sales.
Trevor, I appreciate you jingling, but I have to say the ad part first because people need to know about the company.
Oh, I thought you wanted me to do it.
And then also, it's it's covering up my face. So
right.
just get a picture like from their Facebook page, because that's the best place, and then just put it right up here where the Gun Shop Show logo is. Okay.
All right. I'll do better this
and
time.
then and so let me finish the ad, and then you can jingle. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So the best place to go is their Facebook page.
Oh, glory actions and estate sales.
You know what? Fine. I'll just move in between the graphics and finish telling people that the best place to find out when
old glory actions and estate sales. I think I got it that time, man.
Our member is involved in a brief road rage incident. One driver cuts off another in traffic, and harsh words and gestures soon follow. After the pleasantries are exchanged, our driver goes on his way, assuming the incident is over. However, still agitated, the other driver calls 911 and reports our member as aggressive, possibly having seen a weapon in his hand. In reality, what he saw was our member flipping him the bird. In an incident that can only be described as an overreaction by officers, our member is pulled over. When officers learn that he carries a legal concealed firearm, they arrest him despite a lack of evidence. This incident is just one of numerous member experiences. Be aware when traveling with a firearm. Any aggressive actions made by you, right or wrong, can land you in jail. Don't let it happen to you.
Buckle up, because belts just got better. With Core Essentials, the perfect fit every time. With 40-plus sizing positions. Styles for any situation. Whether in the boardroom, crushing sales and taking names, on your next adventure, in the great outdoors, or when you're done for the day and ready to relax. Get your perfect fit with Core Essentials.
In order to sponsor the Gun Shop Show, send us an email at thegunshopshow@gmail.com.
Hey there. We got your lab results back. It looks like you have a fever, and the only prescription is more Gun Shop Show.
The Gun Shop Show, the Gun Shop Show. What is it? We don't know. The Gun Shop Show, the Gun Shop Show. Here we go, it's the Gun Shop Show.
Welcome back to the Gun Shop Show.
Thank you.
I'm going to give you guys something.
Oh, what are you going to give them?
Or at least give you a chance to win something. We're talking about our new hats.
Oh!
Our new, fresh off the press
Those
hats.
are fresh.
They're looking good.
The freshest.
Good looking hats.
They are really good looking hats. And I'm not just saying that. I don't even like hats that much.
I don't either.
But I wear one of these hats. That's really blasting it out. But
Oh,
there it is.
man. Yeah.
And
It
if you
looks
want
good, though.
if you want to win one of those, all you have to do is share the feed and tag 5 friends.
5 friends.
And remember, we are giving away 3. We're giving away 3 hats, 3 winners.
And I just want to talk about this. 3 hats.
3 hats, 3 winners. We'll let you pick your hat. If you won this hat, you can win that. If you won this hat, guess what? You can win that. If you won this hat, guess what? You can win that too.
Can't win this one. Can't win that one.
That's for next week's giveaway.
So we should let prep folks. I think we should prep folks that we're going to do a little change up on the giveaways coming soon.
Yep.
So just be prepared for that.
Stay tuned. We're going to make the giveaways better.
I think so. I think they'll be better.
They'll be better.
Bigger is better, right?
Unless
I mean, it works for the cell phone companies.
Should we tell them?
Tell them what? I don't think we should let the cat out of the bag.
No.
Not until we have everything
But
in
I'll
order.
give you a little taste, a little hint.
A little taste?
The giveaways are going to start to get a little bit more expensive.
I think so.
A little bit more value.
Mm-hmm.
Who doesn't like winning something?
I love winning stuff.
I love winning stuff.
Like the Security 9.
Yeah.
That we're going to announce the winner of later in the show.
Yeah.
But just think like 2 to 3 times the price.
Mm-hmm.
That's the kind of stuff we're going to be giving away.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be fantastic.
So you got the giveaway thing. So next we're going to be talking about...
Yeah, next we shot the Smith & Wesson Shield Plus.
Mm-hmm.
This is the model without the thumb safety.
I'm going to roll that beautiful bean footage.
Go ahead and roll that. Roll that.
Alan with the Gun Shop Show getting ready to shoot the Smith & Wesson Shield Plus.
Orange looks good.
Nice shooting gun, pretty smooth, good, pretty good accuracy.
This is Logan with the Gun Shop Show. Up next, we got the Smith & Wesson Shield Plus.
You can tell how much shorter I am than Alan from the video perspectives.
You're under the pavilion behind me.
I pulled those last 2 shots, but it shot pretty smooth.
This is Trevor with the Gun Shop Show, shooting the Smith & Wesson Shield Plus. Let's test her out. Take her for a little test drive.
Dollar in there.
Yeah, I was worried at first.
Man, top left on that. I think I had that issue with a lot of these firearms.
It might be the way your finger's on the trigger.
Yeah.
But we can talk about that
Yeah,
later.
we'll work on that later.
So, Shield Plus, Alan, you shot first. What are your thoughts?
Oh, I think it may have been the most accurate one that I shot, or at least for me. I think I might have hit 6 out of 6 on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said earlier, really it's kind of what brand you prefer.
Right.
I think between the Ruger and the Smith, I think the Smith performed as well. The sights on the Smith are a little bit, in my opinion, a little harder to get onto because they don't have the fiber optic in the front.
Yeah, the sights on the Shield Plus are just white dot backs and a white dot front sight.
Yeah.
I'd show you, but then I'd be pointing the gun at myself. I don't really. Actually, I can try to do it.
Yeah.
I can try to like
Okay.
that.
Yeah, that's
You
good.
see it.
At least you can see it.
You see it.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of did a weird thing with my focus there. Let's bring her in.
Bring her back
there
in
we
there.
Go. That's
nice.
better.
Well, so far, all of these high-capacity micro-compact firearms have all been by pretty reputable firearm manufacturers, right? So, Smith & Wesson makes one, Ruger makes one, SIG makes one, Taurus makes one, which, they probably, of all that batch, might be the least reputable, but still gaining in reputation, at least as far as what my compadres here have informed me. They're up and coming. They're getting it together. But either way, I digress. That particular firearm, is that the one with the super aggressive grip?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so I liked the aggressive grip of that. The grip period felt great in my hand. Now, the aggressive nature of that grip, if folks follow us, remember, Eli kind of explained to us how that can perform for you in an instance where your hands might be damp with, sweat, or even for that matter, if you're in an altercation, it might be blood. Let me see if I can fix you up, Logan.
Maybe Trevor can click and click again.
I think Logan might have had too much to drink. He's
it's getting a little hazy over here, a little blurry.
I'll zoom you in, or I'll get you set up here. I'll do my magic.
No, it's important for us to. Oh, look at that! It looks so much better. It's important for us to tell the viewer, the listener, the watcher, that there are a lot of micro compacts on the market.
Right.
We're currently just talking about the high-capacity micro-compacts.
Right.
The newer ones to the market, the most popular ones. I mean, we could talk about the Glock 43, 42,
I don't want to talk about
LC9.
No, those aren't
EC9.
high capacity, though.
Exactly.
They're
kind of old news in a way.
Yeah.
Because why buy a gun that can hold 6 to 7 rounds when you can get a gun that holds 10 rounds?
Everybody know more equal better. More equal better.
Do you know who needs to make a micro-compact? Glock.
High Point. Oh yeah, Glock.
What's Glock doing?
They're waiting, dude. They're waiting to see what happens. Apparently,
you have the 43X and 48, which are bigger than a micro.
I feel like we should get Glock on the show
than a micro compact
and ask them that question.
We should. I think everyone wants to know.
I do.
Not just us. I think everyone.
I want to finish talking about that Smith and Wesson. Right?
Yeah, sorry, I got
caught
up.
It's okay. I just had a couple of points.
Go ahead.
Overall, I felt like the trigger pull was nice. I didn't. The recoil on it was that the one that has the longer barrel? I don't know that it really matters.
I think it's 3.1 inch barrel.
3.1. Well, either way, it didn't really the when you pull the trigger, the recoil or the kick, so to speak, didn't feel real strong. I felt good about that firearm overall. And what? Sorry, I don't want to talk about the price point yet. We'll move on to you. So I'm done talking about it.
Cool. So. I can talk about it.
Yeah.
Talk about what I liked about it, what I didn't like.
What'd you like about that?
The one thing I like about it, the trigger is arguably the best micro compact trigger on the market currently from the factory.
I felt good about the trigger.
It's fantastic. Let's see if I can get the reset. The reset's decent too. Make sure it's not loaded. I held it the wrong way. But there we go. That reset is right there. If you're watching, it's about a quarter of an inch, maybe even less than that.
Okay.
But it's right there. So your follow-up shots are extremely fast. And one other thing I liked about it, while I don't really like how aggressive the texturing is on the grip, it does serve a purpose.
Right.
And a lot of the time it's function over form for handguns. So while it's not the most comfortable, even though the grip is comfortable,
right,
the texturing is very useful for keeping your shots on target. And especially like I experienced as it got hotter and I got sweaty, my palm started to sweat, but that grip I was able to keep nice and tight on that target, and the gun never slipped out of my hand.
Yeah, I felt good about that one.
Big plus.
Yeah. So,
little spoiler alert.
Yeah.
But out of the 5 here, this one had the least felt recoil for me.
Really? See, I think that's what I was trying to...
It felt like it was easier to shoot. Now,
Yeah.
that could be a combination of the grip is bigger, and so I'm actually able to get my pinky down here.
Yep.
Which would help a lot. And the texturing probably helped too.
Yeah, I think so too, because after I was done firing that, I commented on the grip texture. I felt as though, it probably didn't exactly make the recoil any lesser, but it might have made it to where my hand was able to stabilize the firearm a little better. Therefore, the firearm didn't maybe jerk as much in my hand. I don't know, because I don't remember that well.
Right.
Yeah, I don't remember. If I'd have just been like crack, crack, clack, and then talked about it.
Lacking.
It'd been a little fresher in my mind, but maybe we'll adjust maybe some of how we go about doing this and take notes right there on the spot rather than, depending upon our memories. You know what I'm saying?
Sure, yeah.
Because all of our memory is not that great.
There's
I'm just kidding.
There's a few things when you're buying a firearm that you should look for, I think, especially when talking about concealed carry pistols.
Yeah.
You should if you're allowed to, you should try the trigger. That's a big one. You should try the trigger. You should put the gun in your hand and see how it feels in your hand. Okay. If you're not comfortable with it in your hand, without proper training, you won't be comfortable shooting it.
Yeah.
And that's a big deal.
It is.
Another thing you want to look at are the sights. The sights are very important. You want a sight that you can pick up easily that's not going to strain your eyes. Night sights are really nice, especially for firearms at home. Like, for instance, I have one of my firearms on my nightstand. It has night sights, so in pitch black, I can still see where that firearm is, and that's really important for being able to quickly grab that firearm in case of an emergency. Very important.
Yeah.
Another thing you want to look at, and I think this is probably what most people look at, is the price.
Right.
The price is important. Now, the Shield Plus here, you're looking at about $500.
Okay.
And that's about standard for micro compacts currently, or at least high capacity micro compacts. Now, the thing you're not getting that I think you should get, that you get with a Max 9, no slide cut.
Yeah.
None. If you want that, you're paying extra.
Right.
So, bang for your buck.
Yeah.
Currently, Max 9.
Max 9 for the win.
Right
on
there.
that. Yep. But that's just that. It really comes down to personal taste and which company you would prefer to support. If you're a fan of Smith & Wesson, then do the Smith & Wesson thing.
Right.
With Smith & Wesson.
Yeah, they all have their pros and cons. Little spoiler.
Yeah.
They're all good.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah, hard to pick just one.
Yeah.
Kind of like ARs nowadays. Everyone makes a good AR. You just got to pick which one you like the best. But we'll be right back. We'll talk about the other guns we shot on the Gun Shop Show.
Recording.
Hey everyone, the Gun Shop Show is brought to you by Carthage Lock and Key. If you need anything to do with a lock or a key
to success.
Did they tell you to say that?
No, I just thought it sounded good.
They have a mobile service, so they can come to you and cut pretty much any kind of key
to success.
Or if you lock your keys in your
to
car.
Success.
I'm talking even security modern chip keys.
To success.
Trevor, could you just jingle the name of the business?
Okay. Yeah, I'll do it good this time.
So, with all of my properties and all of the needs I have, I trust
Carthage Lock and Key to success.
Talk about it. What? Yeah. Here we go. 44,000 business cards. I said 44,000 business cards. I said 44,000 business cards. I said 44. Crap. 44,000.
Hey everybody, Eli here, and I'm really excited to tell you that the Gun Shop Show is brought to you by one of my favorite places on earth. Located here in my hometown of Carthage on the beautiful historic square, the Emporium on the square, and the Woodshed. It's a art gallery, an event center, a gift shop. They have art classes, and there's very unique Americana artwork from famous artists like Andy Thomas. They handle a lot of his original framing. Just has this incredible old school vibe, and you can feel the history coming through. Have to check out the art gallery, but then as you work your way to the back, my favorite part, the Woodshed, had a lot of great meals in here. They've got burgers. I love their catfish. Excellent. Chicken and waffles even. It's incredible. And it's also a music venue, so we got to see my favorite band of all time, the Ben Miller Band. Ceiling was literally raining down. They were rocking so hard. But the best thing, owned by one of my favorite people on earth, that's Cherry Babcock. Check out the Emporium on the Square and the Woodshed.
This just in. Huge cave found beneath the heart of the city. Spelunkers shared tales of an underground cavern system in Carthage, Missouri. Locals report the entrance to be at 10th and Garrison.
Cave Gang Pizza. Stop in and enjoy wings, wood-fire pizza made with local ingredients, and our full bar. Bring the whole gang and uncover a legend.
Listen here, Pilgrim. This here is the Gun Shop Show.
Welcome back to the Gun Shop Show. If you're wanting to win one of our new hats, all you have to do is share the feed and tag 5 friends. We're going to select 3 winners. You get your choice of hat. You have this one here, this one here, and this one here.
Can we go ahead and say those are limited edition?
Yes, we can, because I'm fairly certain that once we sell out of these,
there won't be any more.
No more.
We need to preface that with a limited edition Liberty Tree Guns hat.
Yeah, we should for sure.
And you're going to be one of those guys be like, I knew these guys when they had limited edition hats.
Yeah, so far we've had the blue hats, the all blue hats. We've had the green hats.
The green hats, yeah.
And then these are our next hats. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, once these hats are sold and given away, gone.
No more.
Not coming anymore. So you're going to want to share that feed and tag 5 friends.
The goodest friends. Only your good friends.
So after that Smith & Wesson Shield Plus, we shot the Springfield Hellcat.
That's true, we did.
Do we have footage of that?
Oh, we've got
maybe footage of us shooting it.
Oh, we've got footage.
Oh, snap. Go ahead and roll that footage for our audience.
Alan Snow with the Gun Shop Show, getting ready to shoot the Springfield Hellcat. Told you guys my last name there, in case you didn't know who I was.
It's Alan Snow, man.
Look at you. Look at that.
Tex.
Action's pretty good. It's pretty smooth. Not a whole lot of jumping around as you're shooting it.
This is Logan with the Gun Shop Show.
Rogan.
Next up, we're shooting the Springfield Hellcat. Gonna see how it compares to the GX4. Ready?
Top.
I'm taking my time there.
Except there.
Just so I can speed up.
Like you warm it up.
The slide didn't lock back. I wonder if my thumb was on the release.
Interesting.
This is Trevor with the Gun Shop Show. We're firing the Springfield Hellcat. Let's see how awesome I am.
Oh, we're getting great. We're getting graded on this. Look at that.
5 out of 6,
4?
awesome.
5 out of 6, guys.
Snap.
I didn't.
Snap.
Yeah, we
Go
don't want
back,
to
go back.
cut
Stop.
that and
Yep.
talk over this. And okay.
Oh, wow. Okay, let me grab it.
Yeah, grab that Hellcat, dude. Now, I have to say, I have been flirting with jumping ship on the 365 train and going over to the Hellcat side.
I agree with you, and in the fact that the 365 comes out and it's clear cut choice. Why would you buy anything else? Then the Hellcat comes out, and you're like, oh, there's options.
Cooler name, by the way.
Definitely cooler name than the P365. While the P365 is because you can carry that pistol 365 days a year.
So which means
you
on
just
leap
can't
years,
beat Hellcat.
Leap years, it doesn't work. February 29th, you can't wear that gun.
Yeah. But the Hellcat, much better name.
Yes, I like it. And that's not the only thing I like. Was that the one that had the real vibrant sights on it? You know what? We should just break this down as usual and let Alan go first and so on and so forth before I start talking about my favorite parts of the gun. Yeah.
But, when Springfield introduced that Hellcat, there was a lot of interest, and I think we have a lot of people because, it does have a pretty cool name. You know? Who doesn't want to carry a Hellcat?
Right.
And it performed very well. As you saw, I shot it well.
You did shoot it pretty well.
I need to get better at doing that rapid fire like Logan does.
Yeah.
I kind of take a breath and exhale and pull the trigger and then kind of reset my own self. And that Hellcat, it was a It was a nice shooting gun.
It was. And if we hadn't have been at the gun range that is located conveniently on the surface of the sun, maybe we could have taken a little more time.
It was bad, folks.
We were getting cooked out there.
I had some of the back sweat going on. It was pretty bad.
I'm hard boiled.
Yeah.
Well,
it was rough.
When you have to turn the air conditioner on in the vehicle to cool the camera off before you can film more, that's a little
That's a
warm.
sign. That's a sign. We're going to have to start meeting at sunrise just after, just so we can do these things, test these things for folks. Alan, any other points on this firearm?
No, that's all. It's
Trevor, you're up. What you think?
So, okay. So
that's awesome, Trevor, anyway.
Yeah.
So what I thought about. Now, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
wrapping up. Well, anyway, other than the fact that we've learned that I'm 5 out of 6, awesome. Okay. And also humble.
It might have been a 4 out of 6. We're going to have to review that.
I am even more smitten with that one than I was the last time we fired it.
Really?
Yeah. I shot so much easier with that than I did the 365, and we'll see that later on. But I was able to keep my sight picture. I mean, as you saw, I hit the target more frequently than I did with any of the others. And why would that be? I don't know. It could or could not be the firearm. I don't know. But is that the one that had the white U sight in the back?
Yes.
Okay. And then what was the front sight color?
It's like a yellow with looks like a tritium insert.
Well, I like colors.
So we can look at, if you're looking here, let's see if you can see that.
Cutter here. Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah. So you can't really see the yellow, but the front sight is.
I'm sure if I get it.
Yeah.
You can kind of see it there.
Yeah.
Yellow.
Right.
Yeah.
So that particular sight picture, I preferred over all the other ones. I don't know why. Like 2 dots and 1 dot in the middle doesn't work that great for me, but I liked that one. I liked the way it felt in my hand. I felt pretty much the same way that Alan did with regards to this firearm. Just overall.
Yeah.
5 out of 5 rounds of ammunition on
5 out of 5.
Giving it a 5 out of 5.
You think it's perfect?
Well, I'd say of the ones that we shot yesterday, that one was perfect by comparison in Trevor's opinion, which I'm a computer guy, not a gun guy. So
fair enough.
Take that as you will, folks.
Cool. Okay. So let's start off right off the bat with price. We're looking at about $500 for the Hellcat.
Which is pretty comparable to the
Which is on par with the 365 and the Shield Plus.
And it only comes in one color, right?
Actually, it comes with an FDE as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So the nice thing about this is that standard stock 11-round mag.
Mm-hmm.
So you're getting one more round than you get in the Shield Plus.
Oh, yeah.
Well, actually, the Shield Plus might be 11. Anyway, you get one more round than you get in the 365, which is nice right off the bat. The one thing that I wasn't the biggest fan of is the trigger. The trigger could be a little better comparatively when you're comparing to the Shield Plus and the GX4 and the 365. Now, on one of their newer models of the RDP with the Wasp red dot, they have an upgraded trigger. Trigger is much better.
Okay.
I prefer that trigger.
And can you get that aftermarket?
I'm not sure yet. I'm sure at some point you can, but currently you can't.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The stippling on the grip here.
Yeah.
It's nice and fine, not too rough, not as rough as the Shield Plus. I think it feels fantastic in your hand.
Well, the Shield Plus felt more like grip tape.
Yeah, it feels kind of
like a sandpaper.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, sandpaper. This feels more like, I don't even know what it feels like.
Textured plastic?
It feels like, yeah, kind of. I get. Well, that's what it is.
I know, but the other one felt more like, something you would have on a skateboard.
This is softer. It's not as abrasive. Yeah, for sure.
And on all of them, they do have a little bit of grip on the back side of the grip also, besides the side grip.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Most of them have on the top back of the grip a little.
You're just saying, when you say most of them, you're talking about just other handguns?
No,
as compared to
all
the
of the
high
ones
capacity.
that we shot.
Oh, okay.
We shot today.
So that one has back grip, whereas the other ones don't?
No,
they all do.
They all do.
It's more standard now. It used not to be.
Okay, well, that would help with
it's
muzzle
more
rise,
standard now.
right?
But we'll be right back. We'll talk about the other firearms we shot in just a moment. Stay with us. This is the Gun Shop Show.
People are always asking me, Eli, you seem to get the best deals on things. What is your secret?
Old Glory Actions and estate sales.
Trevor, I appreciate you jingling, but I have to say the ad part first because people need to know about the company.
Oh, I thought you wanted me to do it.
And then also, it's it's covering up my face. So
all right.
just get a picture like from their Facebook page because that's the best place, and then just put it right up here where the Gun Shop Show logo is. Okay.
All right. I'll do better this
and
time.
then and so let me finish the ad, and then you can jingle. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So the best place to go is their Facebook page.
Oh, Glory Actions and estate sales.
You know what? Fine. I'll just move in between the graphics and finish telling people that the best place to find out when
Old Glory Actions and estate sales. I think I got it that time, man.
Land is everything to me. When I was born, I was brought home to the family farm, was raised, learned work ethic there, learned appreciation and respect for life and the land itself, and it just became second nature. I had to be there all the time. Whenever I wasn't on the land, I was not happy. But I learned to understand the land, learned to respect it, learned family values. My wife and I have bought a farm besides the one we live on, and it has just been a great investment, and it's been someplace that my son and I have shared the passion of hunting together, and land has been everything in my life. It has kind of kept me focused and gave me a place to be. It's kind of kept me grounded.
Hey, you know what makes the Gun Shop Show possible? It's people who believe in the show. And someone who has believed in the show from the very beginning is my good friend Chris Chapman, owner of Whitehead Farm Supply. Here's a message from Chris.
Guys, my name's Chris Chapman, owner of Whitehead Farm Supply, and I just want to take a few seconds here to let you know that we are going to be proud sponsors of the Gun Shop Show, and we appreciate everything that them guys are doing over there, and we just want to show them our support. Thank you.
So whether you have 2 chickens or 2,000 acres, Chris is your man. Give him a call. I guess that's pretty much the ad.
Whitehead Farm Supply.
Seriously?
Hurricane Harvey and Hurricane Irma devastated the Texas and Florida coast, causing unprecedented damage. During difficult times like these, we tend to experience the best out of people, as seen in countless heroic images of neighbor helping neighbor. However, these events can also bring out the worst out of people, seeking to take advantage when you are the most vulnerable. From the moment rain and wind started, calls have been pouring into our emergency attorney hotline from members who were forced to abandon guns in their homes overtaken by floodwaters, as well as members who have had to protect their property from looting. Our member John was one of those callers after he was forced to use his gun. Here is his story. During Harvey, John and his son were combating the water that continued to rise in their home. Suddenly, John noticed a truck driving up and down the street, creating wakes. Each time the truck passed, it pushed more water into John's home. As the truck was coming back around, John's son went out to confront the driver and ask him to stop. John didn't recognize the truck as being from the neighborhood and was worried the driver might be casing the street looking for an opportunity to loot empty houses. Responsibly and legally armed, he followed his son outside. As John walked toward the truck, the driver started accelerating straight at his son. John, fearing for his son's safety, fired a single shot in order to startle the driver and give his son time to move. When the police arrived, they intended to arrest John for deadly conduct. He called the Lost Shield emergency hotline and was immediately advised by his independent program attorney. After the attorney talked to the police, they determined that a crime had not been committed because John acted in lawful defense of his son. Thank goodness John is a Lost Shield member and knew exactly what to do when the police arrived. We were there for John when he needed us most, and we are here for you 24/7 with our attorney-answered emergency hotline.
Welcome back to the Gun Shop Show. As a reminder, if you're wanting to win one of our new hats, our really nice looking hats, you're going to want to share the feed and tag 5 friends.
Hang on a second, dude. Try that hat on. Just put it up on your forehead.
Put it up like this?
Uh-huh. Oh, immediately more attractive.
Ooh.
Immediately take it off.
Wow.
Only a mother could love you. Put it back on. Oh, man, all the ladies are dying for Logie Joe.
Ooh.
By the way, new
that.
nickname for you.
What is that?
Logie Joe.
Logie Joe?
Logie Joe.
Don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah.
If you're watching on Facebook, let us know in the comments if Logie Joe should stick.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's better than Baby Leg.
Yeah, Baby Leg. I never understood that because I have adult legs.
Well, I know, but I'll explain it.
Okay.
You look as if your whole body resembles just a baby's leg.
You call me chubby?
If baby legs are chubby,
baby legs are chubby.
The baby legs are chubby.
Baby legs are chubby.
I don't think you look like that, Logan.
No, he's changed. He's grown up a little bit since I named him or nicknamed him that.
Yeah, I'm adult leg now.
Mm-hmm. He's a grown up leg.
Weird, but I didn't give my final thoughts on the
give your
Hellcat.
final thoughts on that.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Me personally, I don't think it's the best micro compact on the market currently.
Yeah,
I think it's good.
Yeah,
I think if it's your hand and you like the trigger, fantastic.
Now, those sights that are on that, they make aftermarket sights that are similar to those that you could put on almost any firearm. So if I wanted to put sights like that on my 365,
you probably could.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
For sure. But the next gun we shot, is it's the new hotness.
That new hotness.
It's
fresh
it's the
on the market.
It's the new Taurus GX4. Which I was really excited about this because Taurus has always been a more price point affordable firearm.
Yeah.
And
they don't. Sorry, I don't mean to keep interrupting.
Let me just tell you guys.
Yeah, tell them.
After shooting it, they did not disappoint. It is, in a word, incredible. And I don't say that lightly.
No.
Let's go ahead and roll that footage.
Alan Snow reporting with the Gun Shop Show, shooting the Taurus G4.
You know it's new because that sticker's on. Boom. Boom. I like shooting at that target.
Nice gun.
Hey, this is Logan reporting for the Gun Shop Show. Today we're shooting the new Taurus GX4. It's a new micro compact, 9mm, holds 11 rounds.
This is good.
Let's shoot her.
Rocking it back and forth. Boom, right in center. Dang, dude. 6 for 6.
I missed, dude. Come on, get out of here.
I didn't realize we were rolling.
Oh, hey. This is Trevor with the Gun Shop Show. Today I'll be shooting the Taurus
I was trying to tell you the entire
GX4
time we were rolling.
with that
I wasn't
You just kept looking forward.
Yeah.
See how she
I was
shoots.
like, maybe it's a thing.
Oh, look at those biceps.
Get it.
What's a tricep? Miss. Oh, I hit the wrong one. Ooh, there it was.
Now you're back on target. There you
Yeah.
go. There you go. Actually, I should grab that.
Oh, gosh dang it. I did it again, guys.
Don't watch.
Who was that? Oh,
That was you. I keep forgetting to stop the auto play. All right.
The new hotness.
Oh, yeah.
The Taurus GX4.
Yes, that little gem right there. Daddy like you.
Alan, what are your thoughts?
yeah. The Taurus. Through the years, Taurus has had some issues, but I think they've hit the mark on this one. Price point, the way compared to the other guns that we were shooting.
Yeah, we'll talk about the price at the end. So
yeah, I just thought it was very good. Reliable. You're gonna get what you pay for there,
Right.
For sure.
True. Alan, do you have anything else?
No,
you
that
want
was all.
I would have to say, if I'm comparing that one to all the other ones, I'd say it's every bit as it qualifies every bit as a quality or high capacity micro compact firearm. I would say I would carry that over a 365 if it had come out before the 365, mostly due to the price point to quality comparison. I had no real issue with sighting in on it. No issues with the trigger. I mean, the only one of these batch that I complained about the trigger, and I know you guys are sick of hearing about it, is the Max 9. That one there, it's really just because well, you know why I didn't really care for it. This is the play in it and whatnot. But, you know, that one that you're holding right there, I felt like the trigger was nice and tight. No real side-to-side on it. It's got the trigger safety on it. Good trigger pull. Felt great in my hand. Good stippling on it. I mean, overall, what's the capacity on that one? 11. So that's, you know, M+1. So it's every bit as many rounds as the Shield.
The Hellcat.
Was it the Hellcat that had the higher capacity? Because I thought the Shield one or the Springfield one was, or no, that's the Springfield one. Sorry, I don't know what I'm talking about. Don't listen to me, guys. I quit.
No, you're
I quit
fine.
the show.
You're fine.
I quit the show.
You're
Bye.
fine. Hey, man, you're still learning.
All right,
see ya.
I'm back. I'm rehired.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Taurus GX4.
Lay it on him.
I'm kind of biased.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why. I was looking for a 22 pistol, a semi-auto 22 pistol. And on the market, you had the SR22, you had the Ruger Mark IVs, you had the Browning Buckmark, Smith & Wesson Victory, the Glock 44, and then Taurus and their TX22.
Yep, which was a nice one.
Which was nice. It was a good price point. But knowing Taurus's history, I was kind of skeptical at first.
Right.
Because they were known to make guns that were cheap, but just that, cheap. They were cheap. They were unreliable.
Yeah. You knew they were cheap.
You were,
tell.
for sure. You were buying them because they're cheap, not because they're quality. And then they started with the G2C line and the G3C line.
Right.
They're stepping things up to get the TX22.
Right.
I buy one. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
In my opinion,
Head over heels.
Probably the best semi-auto 22 pistol on the market for the price.
I would like one as well.
Yeah, full
That's
stop.
How good.
I liked it so much, I let my wife shoot it, and she liked it. I bought her one.
Oh, wow. You got two of them now?
And then they announced the competition version. Okay.
So you bought the competition version.
I got one of those.
I had to buy the competition version. Okay, so currently I'm kind of a Taurus fanboy. I'm still a little skeptical.
But you were a SIG fanboy too.
I've been a lot of fanboys.
It's okay.
I'm not necessarily a fanboy per se. I just like quality firearms.
No, I get you.
Which is usually why I buy expensive firearms.
It's a compliment coming from you.
Yeah, exactly. Then the GX4 comes out. Okay, micro compact from Taurus. So I'm like, well, it looks interesting. Holds 11 rounds. It's about the same size as the 365. Just a little thicker, which is probably how they got that extra round in there. And I shoot it.
And then?
And they did something special here.
Yeah.
Starting off, you have a fantastic trigger, arguably better than any other micro compact triggers. The Shield Plus is a close second, maybe first, just depending. So it has a fantastic trigger. The grip texture, similar to the TX22. Fantastic grip texture. It feels amazing in your hand. The gun doesn't move at all. The grip texture isn't too aggressive. So it's kind of that middle ground between the Shield Plus being overly aggressive, but probably more functional in the long run. But that's kind of where I like to sit. I like to sit where it doesn't hurt my hand, but I know it's going to help me.
Right.
Okay. And that's kind of, it's right in the middle. It's perfect in my opinion.
Right. That's the baby bear version.
Now, the only downside I see of this is the sights. They're just stock. The back ones are just black sights, and the front one's just like a white dot, if you can kind of see it there.
Replaceable, right?
They should be replaceable. The back side definitely is. The front side looks like it. Yeah, it's probably replaceable, probably upgradable. But the biggest thing, you're essentially getting every feature you can get in any other micro compact, minus does not have a slide cut for an optic.
Right.
You're getting all these features, 11 rounds, fantastic trigger. So far, it's been extremely reliable. We needed to shoot it more to find out for sure.
Right.
But you're getting all those features for a gun that's under $350.
That is an amazing deal.
It's fantastic.
But you know what? We should torture test that thing.
You know what? We should.
I think we should.
Let us know in the comments if we should torture test this and how we should torture test this.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. We'll talk about the 365 and how all these compare on the Gun Shop Show.
commercial idea for Netfishes. I walk into the commercial director, we'll call him's office. I say to him, "Hey, how's it going?" He replies, "Good. We got your commercial ready to go. Are you ready to listen?" "Yeah, but before I do, I have an idea I want to float by you." He says, "Okay," a bit sarcastically. And I say, "All right." And I clear my throat and I start singing this song, something similar. "Netfishes, we're all really good friends, hanging out and stuff, and having memories to talk about when we were young. Netfishes." And I say the business name wrong, like fishnets. He replies, "That's terrible. And you didn't even say the right business name at the end. It's your business." Then it cuts to Netfishes, where we can all be friends. End commercial.
The Gun Shop Show costs money to make, and the Gun Shop Show is brought to you by pecans and cheese. Not really. Actually, we didn't have any sponsors for this segment, and so I decided that I would take a snack break, and also I decided if you guys are tired of listening to me eat cheese and nuts, that you need to buy an ad. So from now on, if our ad sponsorships don't sell out, you're going to have to listen to me eat nuts and cheese. In order to sponsor the Gun Shop Show, send us an email at thegunshopshow@gmail.com.
Next week, chips.
If I wasn't watching the Gun Shop Show, I wouldn't be as cool as I am.
Welcome back to the Gun Shop Show. If you're wanting to win one of our new hats, all you have to do is share the feed and tag 5 friends. Remember, we're going to give away, we're going to announce 3 winners. So we're going to give away 3 hats. And it's your choice.
Yeah, you get to pick.
Maybe this one, Richardson?
Yeah.
Or this one that the camera keeps blasting out.
Yeah.
It's gold.
Gold.
It looks really good.
Silver.
Guess what time it is, guys?
It's time to pick a winner.
Pick a winner for the Ruger Security 9 that we were giving away last week. Do we have a winner picked? Of course we do. Because we're always prepared.
Oh, yeah. We never make any mistake.
Drum roll, please. You guys ready? And the winner of the Ruger Security 9 is Timothy Mitchell. Congratulations, Timothy.
Thank you, Timothy Mitchell.
We really
and
appreciate
everyone
you
else
supporting us for sure.
For sharing and tagging the show.
And now you want a free gun.
Yeah, that's all you had to do.
It's really that simple. You tag 5 friends and you share the feed and you win free guns.
Yeah.
What's not to like?
Exactly.
It's that simple.
So we should talk about this next gun, right?
The 365.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's roll that beautiful
We shot
bean
that.
footage.
Go ahead.
Okay.
365.
Alan Snow with the Gun Shop Show, getting ready to
it
shoot
is.
the P365.
And his Hunter Orange button up.
That way we know he's there. There you go. Oh, right off the bat.
Shoots very good. It jumps a little bit more than the Hellcat, so it,
I didn't mean to snicker
you have
at
to
you
get it
there,
back
Alan.
on target before you pull the next round.
That
This is Logan Jones with the Gun Shop Show. We have the P365. We're going to shoot that next. See how that compares to the Hellcat and the GX4.
People should know that's your personal firearm.
This is Trevor reporting with the Gun Shop Show,
No, I have the
shooting the
XL
Trevor
version.
favorite,
It's
the
pretty much the same thing.
P365.
Yeah.
Missing everyone.
Oh, yeah. Can you go 0 for 6?
There's a revelation.
Open your eyes, Trevor.
It's like I'm going to need to switch to the Hellcat.
I don't know how you missed every shot.
I don't know
It's more
either.
impressive that you missed every shot.
I know, right?
I think he might have had his eyes closed.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, with the glasses.
He was
You're
shooting
napping
by braille.
I didn't have my real glasses on, which is
But-
actually a problem.
365. Alan, your thoughts?
Yeah, I think it compares to the others. I don't know what else to say about it. It didn't really stand out. There's nothing about it that really stood out to me compared to the others.
Yeah. So you don't, no regrets on your choice of the Max 9 versus at least that one or any of the other ones? You felt like that one didn't perform any better than...
No, I don't believe it performed any better. I don't have a whole lot to say.
Okay. I've given my opinion on this one before. I like the 365. Obviously,
You
I need
own
more
a
practice.
365.
I do own a
Yeah.
365. Need to spend a little more time at the range apparently with that 365 because naturally I shot much better with the Hellcat than I did that thing.
Yep.
So I still throw my weight behind it, but I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 rounds.
Ooh, 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5. That's just because I missed so much. Not Sig's fault. Logan's fault. It's all Logan's fault.
Yes, my bad. Okay. So 365, it's the thing. It's the micro compact high cap micro compact that started it all. I was enamored when they first came out. I was like, this is the best thing we've ever seen. And so I bought one.
Got that tattoo too, right?
Oh, heck yeah, I did. And I was like, I want to put a red dot on this, but I can't. The slide's not cut.
Right.
And when they came out with a 365 XL, I was like, that's my gun.
Right.
And so I bought one of those, and that's what I typically carry is the 365 XL. But I'm very familiar with this platform. Trigger's really nice. The sights are night sights on them, so they light up in the dark, which is nice. You get 10 rounds. You got a pinky extension here. Gets that pinky on there.
Yeah, and they have all the way up to a 15 round mag. Is that right?
Yes, they do. They have the standard 10 to 12 to 15. And the 15 really sticks out there. But for home defense, I recommend the 15. That's what I use. If I have if I'm not carrying my handgun, it has a 15 round mag in it on my nightstand.
Well, I mean, you have anything else to add on the 365?
No, not really. Okay. It's a fantastic micro compact. I'm a big fan of it. There's a reason I bought one. Yeah. But after the GX4 came out, I'm kind of like, maybe add a GX4.
Why not have both of them?
That's what I'm saying.
Dude, you got like a 36-inch waist? You could fit a lot of micro compact guns around your waistline.
I'm going to need you to step all the way off my back on that one. It's about a 33 to 34 inch waist.
Actually, get you some size 48 pants, and then you can wear them all inside.
There you go.
Waistband.
Yeah, that'll take up the bulk.
I like Alan's thinking.
Yeah,
but
he's a thinker.
We also did some accuracy shooting on these. Nothing too fancy. I just stood at 7 yards, and I try to get as tight of a group as possible. Now, granted, I should have done a better job. One, all these firearms were extremely hot, right, and they were burning my hand. The weapon in my hand right here.
But even still, you got a few extreme conditions, and you performed pretty well under those extreme conditions.
I did okay, but we should note for sure that I have a lot more experience with the 365 than any of these other ones.
Right.
Which is probably why we saw the results we did. But let's show them the target.
Okay. So our top group here is the Ruger Max 9. Then we have the 365. Putting rounds through rounds. We shot 6 rounds each time.
So that top group there, before you continue, you're probably looking at about 2 inches. 2 inches from the farthest.
Yeah.
Probably about 2 inches from the farthest.
Right.
The 365, you're probably looking at about 1 inch.
Yeah, but you got one hole there that's got like 3 or 4 rounds.
Yeah, it looks like 4 rounds.
Yeah, pretty impressive.
On the right there, we're looking at the Springfield Hellcat. A lot of vertical stringing there. That was just me pulling it. But you're looking at about probably 3 inches. On the left, the Taurus GX4. Probably about 3 inches, the same.
Yeah, but there's a good
opened up.
chance a lot of that was condition more than anything else, and we should probably retest that.
We
again
for
later.
sure should. And then the bottom is the Shield Plus, which without that fly, if you cut off that flyer, it's a pretty decent group there, honestly. And that has a lot to do with the trigger.
You talking about that little guy?
Right, yeah, the little guy right there. Yeah, the trigger is fantastic on the Shield Plus. So is the GX4, but I have significantly more experience with the 365, which is probably why we saw that tight of a group. The barrels are all pretty identical, so the accuracy should be pretty identical. It just comes down to the shooter, and because I have a lot more training with the 365,
right,
I should be better with it. I should be better with it. And,
I should
it looks
too.
like I am.
I should too, but I wasn't, and I don't go to the range as much as I should. But let's do favorite of the group.
Okay,
you guys good with that, Alan?
Let's do a tier list.
A tier list? Oh, like a top 3,
top to bottom.
All of them?
All of them.
Top to bottom.
Top to bottom.
Your favorite to your least favorite.
Well, I would have to say probably the GX4 was my favorite. I really thought it was a pretty good shooting gun. Number 2 would be obviously my Ruger Max 9.
Got to represent.
I've got to get the red dot optic on that thing.
Yeah.
And then I think it'll be a little more accurate.
I agree.
And probably third would be the Shield Plus.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'd say for me, it would go in order of the Hellcat.
Okay.
Which they got 5 out of 5 rounds. The Hellcat, then the 365, the Smith & Wesson Shield Plus, the Taurus, and then the Ruger Max 9. That's how I would rank them.
Okay. Money, no object. Because if money were an object, I would buy the GX4 every time. It doesn't make sense to spend more when you're getting pretty much the same features.
Agreed.
So money, no object. Looking at the 365 as the top one. Number 2, easily GX4. That's an easy pick. Trigger's fantastic. It's actually their first striker fired trigger on a micro compact like this. Normally, like in their G2C, G3C line, they have a double action trigger, which isn't the best trigger, and so this one's much improved, much needed improvement in my opinion. But GX4 moving down to, and it kind of gets more difficult. Shield Plus, probably the Shield Plus is a close second or a close third.
Yeah,
really nice trigger. My favorite to shoot out of all of them as far as comfort is concerned. It felt the best. It had the least amount of felt recoil, but it is a bigger gun, which probably contributed a lot to that. Hellcat is my number 4. It doesn't feel the best in my hand, in my opinion. I felt like it's a little too blocky for me, and I feel like that about a lot of guns, but it's too blocky for me. But I do like the sights, like you said, Trevor. That U in the back and then the bright yellow front sight. I think there's something to that, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, it was like firing.
It makes it easy to pick up that front sight, get it on target. My last one, the Ruger Max 9, and that comes down to I feel like I have more felt recoil shooting that. The trigger could be a little bit better, like Trevor said. But overall, I mean, this list is top to bottom, best to worst in our opinions.
Yeah.
But man, they're all so close. If the 365 is a 5, like 5 out of 5 bullets, in my opinion. I mean, the GX4 is a 4.95 out of 5.
Right. Yeah, they're all definitely in the same pool of excellence overall. It's just we're nitpicking them so that you're not being overly fluff.
You're really for you guys.
Well, and really the chance of someone to be able to go out and shoot all 5 of those at one time, like I buy a gun, I take it out and I shoot it. And so I understand and know what that gun, if you don't know what you don't have, you don't know what you don't know.
Exactly. Right. Okay. This has been a great show. We're not going to do a Shover Drive this week. Maybe next week. We appreciate you tuning in. This has been the Gun Shop Show.
Thank you. Bomb spaghetti.